several goals for this conference. Meet Digital Pathology Trailblazers, and I met Kim already. Kim from Philips. I'm gonna go to their booth and record a little bit more from there. Visit Digital Pathology Place sponsors, and who's coming here? We're gonna hug on video. Who's here? Dr. Giovanni Luchan. Welcome.
Thank you. So good to see you.
So good to see you. How are you?
Good, good.
Everything good?
Just finishing with you.
Do you have your podcast booth?
I have a booth, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna see that too. Yes. See you around. So cool. So yeah, definitely meet Digital Pathology Trailblazers and see if podcast authors want to present their podcast. See if poster authors want to present their posters, and also record some videos, because social media, I need to ask which earrings I need to wear tomorrow. Who is already here? MUSE microscopy with SmartPath. I can pick a designation. Wow. Maybe I'll take that one. Instead of pushing glass, pushing AI Geek, I definitely will take AI Geek. Digital Diva! Oh my goodness. Maybe I'll take the Digital Diva as well. Yeah, I think I need to take Digital Diva. Ready, have everything. Pixel Pusher, AI Geek, Digital Diva. And look what our Epredia prepared here for us, for everyone. They have this charging station. You can charge your devices. Maybe I'll charge my camera, because then I'm like, oh, just 15% battery left. We don't want to have that happen to us. Okay, I need to pack some stuff out, some stuff in. And then we can go say hi to the Digital Pathology Trailblazers and to our sponsors. I already saw the MUSE team. I saw Imogen Fit from Signify Research. She is staying on top of all the digital pathology trends. And I used the Epredia charging station, which is fantastic. Thank you, Epredia, for that. Okay. Everybody's setting up. There is MUSE behind us. Let me see. MUSE team, wave. How are you guys?
Fantastic, you're here.
PathVisions.
Yes, PathVisions. A lot of interesting things going on here for sure.
We're gonna be talking some more. I'm doing a walkthrough, non-assembled.
Step by step, watch everybody sweating.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a lot of tears.
That's the MUSE team. Now we have the Epredia team right here, assembling the scanner. And here they are. Everybody assembling everything. I'm a Matsu. I bet they have the little nano zoomer right here, but I'm not allowed to open, so I will not. My main goal now is to get coffee and food, because I didn't really have breakfast. So let's do that and record the earring video.
We're gonna start with the door closed then.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got to push the buttons, make it all light up. It's gonna be good.
Okay, absolutely. So the E1000 is the latest instrument within the Epredia portfolio of digital pathology. It's based on the P1000 technology from 3D Histech, and so all of the optical pathway, all of the operational pathway is the same. We've just optimized it a bit for the clinical workflow within the US. So it's done with a 0.8 NA objective. So it's 0.24 is the micron per pixel size. Bit depth is 8-bit. Yeah.
So it's actually those.
So we have 3 instrument sizes that can do bright field and fluorescence. This is the largest one. We have a 12 slide and a 150. This one holds 350. We have 2 different lumen core options, so we use lumen core, both a Sola or a Spectra as the light source. And then we have a turret wheel in here. They can do either single banded or multi-banded cubes, ranging from about 320 up through the near infrared channels. If we're looking at a single channel, we can do so, ranging from 10x all the way up to 80x resolution. Or if you're doing fish type samples, we can get up to the 9110 as well with some of our objective options.
What scanner to choose is the question that pathology and lab professionals ask themselves the moment they start thinking about going digital. We are at PathVisions today, and I'm here with Ryan Davis from Epredia. Epredia is a digital pathology company, and we have 2 scanners here that we're going to show you. Welcome, Ryan.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic
yeah,
to
it's
meet
great to
you
see you.
in person,
Yeah.
because we did record a non-in-person podcast. Let's start with Epredia.
Absolutely, yes.
A quick intro to the company.
Yeah, so Epredia is a global company that is focused on everything in the anatomical pathology laboratory. So from accessioning to diagnosis, all the consumables, instrumentation, and what we're going to show you today and what we're representing at PathVisions is 2 of our digital pathology scanners, both for research or preclinical type of environments, as well as clinical workflows. So excited to show you what we have here today, and very excited to be here with Alex.
So if you have any questions, you'd like to learn more, feel free to comment on this video, and I'll make sure Ryan gets your questions. And
Absolutely.
you probably will be able to read the comments as well and reach out to you, or reach out through the Epredia website or on LinkedIn, and we're going to be able to give you all the answers that you need.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Let's do the Philips demo. So let's just give credit to Philips, okay? Because this is the first company, 2017. I give this presentation where I have the digital pathology timelines. 2 companies, no, not 2 companies, 2 dates, both with Philips. 2014, IDEX for veterinary medicine went with Philips, went digital, global, and scaled operations. 2017, first scanner that was cleared by the FDA. So let's look at this scanner here. What's going on here?
So the Philips solution, we call it PIPS. A PIPS is a combination of the Philips scanner as well as the image management system. So what we are looking at up right now is our latest image management system. So the interface, when you look at it, the way it is presented in cases is similar to what they're coming today in an analog workflow. A case is presented in a tray with all the images that need to be reviewed by a pathologist. So we're presenting that in this format as well. So what we have here, in a digital way, we have got a work list, summarized, brings together everything that is being digitized by the scanner, right? And then it is put in groups or categorized based on the morphology, based on the statuses, whether it is urgent, whether it's just a routine. If something needs to be reviewed, you can easily place them in any category based on what part of the workflow you are at. So what you see here, we have all the cases that are being in the system. We have got high priority cases. If anything is yet to be digitized, they are coming in as in preparation. If anything is of interest, need to be reviewed by other consultants, it can be placed here under the review. If anything is finished, it goes under the finished, and then the rest of, you will see there's action required. If there's a disconnect, something is missing between the laboratory information system and the image management system, it needs somebody to review. So it goes under an action required. So what we do is all comes through the API and integration that we work with the vendors, the AI providers, right? So what basically we do is through our API and integration, we can communicate. So if we have a case within image management system, we can send it to AI. So they receive it.
But does the pathologist request it, or
Yes.
how do you?
So
it's on request, or does it run in the background and they can pull the results?
You can do both. You can do an on-demand request where I say, I've got a case, I'm going to send it to AI. right? That's one. Secondly, you can have a workflow. So what others, they do have what's called a first read workflow, where it is every case that comes in from the scanner through an LIS integration. The LIS integration will say, this needs to go directly to AI. So it will come into the image management system and automatically get sent to AI. So that's what we call it a first read. And the AI receives it, and then they'll do the algorithm, they'll do analysis, and then they can send the results back. For now, what we are doing a launch from the image management system to AI.
Okay.
The next phase for what we're working on is to have to do what's called embedded AI. So what they'll do, we will send it, they'll process it, they'll send the results back, and the results will reside within the image management system.
Okay.
So the pathologists don't have to go out. They can stay within here, and they can visualize all the heat maps within the image management system. So that's the next phase.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
All right. Thank you for coming, and thank you for spending time with us.
Of course.
Absolutely.
I needed to. You guys were the first.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Parwani, for your lecture. And I think it was amazing because it gave this, like from the very beginning when scanning was a problem to now like doing 3D pathology. And actually everybody who was in this room and who comes to this conference, they can be at any like single point of what you described. And we will see each other. I might make a podcast episode out of this.
Thank you.
Giovanni is finishing the setup for their podcast. But I do need to ask you about what you guys are doing here beyond the scope. Look at this beyond the scope background, and I had the honor to be a guest at least once or twice.
Yeah,
we did
we have you a
of-
couple of times as
Yeah.
our guest. We love your energy. You always have
to
something
take the mic.
nice and interesting to say
Haha, you too.
about the digital pathology world. And here, yes, we are here, digital pathology meeting, Pathology Visions, and now our podcast, Beyond the Scope, is doing some live interviews too.
I saw Ale walking around with a phone and interviewing people.
So we're trying to get opinions, diverse opinions from attendees, from vendors,
Let's go.
and
That's
we interviewed the
fantastic.
president of the College of American Pathologists.
Oh.
They were here earlier doing a combined talk, and it's very nice to see that the pathology organization, the largest pathology organization now is kind of getting more involved so that we can align the CAP with the DPA to work on the digital and technical aspect.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Thank you for stopping by.
We're at the Lumea booth. Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
He's doing
I can
virtual
see
reality.
you, yeah.
Can
you
I
see
can
my
I-
weird eyes?
Yeah, I do. What do
Press
I do?
accept on that.
Accept. Okay.
Okay. You
The-
see you?
Yeah, I see myself.
Okay, so that's what I see.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's come here, Bianca. Show what they have.
So this is
this is-
our viewer, and I can move it around. So
Oh
I can
my
like, put it in front of you,
Wait, we
Put it
need
up
to
on the
show
table.
this. We need to show this.
or I can put it right here in front of the camera.
Okay, put me. Can you put me on the screen?
yeah.
Okay, he
You're right
sees me
there.
and is putting me on this screen. This is crazy.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Can you put Bianca on the screen?
Of course. I can.
Oh my goodness.
And so.
Can you put Dinasha on the screen?
Sure.
He's basically looking and putting everybody on the screen.
That's working, or is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
load the
this
viewer
is-
right now.
Oh my goodness.
So there's our viewer.
I'm gonna be
and
showing
we
this here.
can put it in our multi-view mode.
Okay.
So I'll.
scroll with your hands to show that you're scrolling.
Yeah, so I can zoom and pan.
Oh my goodness, this is is like science fiction.
Very small movements do a lot.
Like you don't need, you just like don't need anything, just those glasses.
Yep. And then I can annotate, and so I'll draw an annotation around this.
Show me that annotation. Oh my goodness, he's drawing it with his hands there.
And so now I measured that, and I can see all the measurements of it. I can close it.
This is crazy.
I can switch to a different slide, move it around, and then.
Can I put the glasses on as well and try?
Yeah, I have to put it into guest mode, and then it goes through like a training period where it like teaches you
No.
and like calibrates you. So we might want to schedule something,
Yeah,
but it would be fun.
If not this time, then next time we need to schedule.
Yeah, but for me, it's already set up because I have my like eyes already.
So do you need to like calibrate it for your eyes, or how does that work?
You do it one time, and then it remembers me. It actually uses, you know how you have like Face ID and Touch ID?
I know, I just signed up for Clear at the airport, and they like scan my eyes.
Yeah,
and
so
did
this
all
does that
stuff.
also, and like when I enter a password, it like scans my irises and logs me in.
Is this like science fiction? No, it's reality, virtual reality.
Also, like I can pull up the report.
Are you doing it?
And
here?
see the report preview.
Oh my goodness.
And sign out my report from in here, so
with
I could generate an
virtual signature with your fingers.
We probably could do that. I don't think we've set it up for that, but I can like review the PDF here.
Oh my goodness.
And
this is so cool.
if I wanted to, like say, I could have a additional window. Hold on, sorry, I clicked the wrong button. But I can make a new window of Safari, and I can have two windows.
Like just virtually two windows?
Yeah. So now I have my.
Clearly, you see on my face that I know nothing about virtual.
So I can put it up
reality.
on the ceiling, and I can put it off to the left or off to the right. And I can have many of these. So I can have my LIS over here, and I can have my viewer over here, or however you want to do it. Have my email, and I can just jump back and forth between the two, just by turning my head. So yeah,
So cool. Thank
pretty
you
neat.
so much.
No
This
problem.
is fun.
It's fun
Next
stuff.
time I will
And
be having those
so far, we
glasses
haven't
too.
done anything in particular to customize for this display. This is just our regular viewer. We got this on Wednesday and just started playing around with it, and now I can just use our viewer on anything that has a web browser, including
That is so
glasses.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So, yeah.
Virtual reality at Lumea.
Pretty cool.
Next wave of digital pathology.
A little goofy, but also cool. Yeah.
They will have less goofy glasses soon.
Yeah. It's gonna get better.
So this is Camilo, and he has a supercomputer, and this is how a supercomputer looks like a normal one, but looks a little funky. What's about this? Why is it super?
How are you? Good to see you. We have built the most powerful personal computer in the world that can accelerate 2D and 3D pathology workflows. We're showcasing QPath, a QPath benchmark that can perform cell segmentation, cell classification, nuclear detection. In our system, it does it under 30 seconds. On the most powerful personal computer you can find in the market, it takes about 30 minutes.
iComputer?
Yeah,
Mac
even in
computer?
latest generation and processor, it takes about 30 minutes. We have.
Let's show what it
yeah,
does.
go
because
around,
we
yeah.
can run it. Okay, it's now creating.
Now it's performing the
Yeah,
cell
it's doing
segmentation,
running.
cell classification, nuclear detection.
Nuclei detected. It's going through all those lines of code, and it's doing it very, 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 very fast. And it's done.
And it's done. Now it's going to save
Okay.
the image, save the storage, and then just click on wait.
Wait. I click wait.
And then it'll now show you the full segmented whole slide. Just click on
Wait.
it. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, you got to give it a minute until it finishes because now it's writing to storage.
Okay. But we can scroll already.
Yeah, now you can scroll.
Can I script running, please wait. How did you make it so fast?
So
Does it have
we
some,
architected it.
kryptonite or something?
Well, we architected it from the ground up to have as much memory bandwidth to compute elements. So because we have a processor from our friends at Ampere that has a very large L1 cache and L2 cache, we were able to match our memory architecture to suffice that. So we have 128 CPU cores, 4 NVIDIA latest generation GPUs, and 2 terabytes of RAM. So as we architected our platform, we then afterwards worked with all of our software partners, like Canonical, the Linux kernel. We optimized every layer of the software stack from the Linux kernel to the operating system, to the machine learning framework like PyTorch, so we can run PyTorch applications and PyTorch inference faster than any other personal computer in the world.
So what would be the use case for this? Like, why would somebody want to have this computer in the digital pathology space?
So for workflows that require very large data sets that you want to perform real-time interactively and visualize them, like for example 3D pathology from our friends at Harvard.
Let's show them 3D pathology.
And this is from Andrew Song at Faisal Mahmoud's lab, and this is a 3D pathology example. So whereas 2D you normally have 5 to 10 gigabytes typical file size, for 3D pathology that data set increases to about tenfold.
I
so
remember
50.
The first time I learned about light sheet and like rendering a whole piece of tissue, and I'm like, we already have trouble with the normal size of pathology images, and now you're like exploding this, so that's what this computer will be for.
So performing convolution on CT microscopy tissue samples now becomes much more complex at the 3D scale.
Okay, so did it finish?
Yep.
Okay, let's
So
show
now
it. You can show me a little bit like
Yeah.
from the... Okay, so we have everything here. Okay, we have some nuclei. Okay, so we have... What are our classes? Where do we check the classes? I should know because I have a video on how to annotate in QPath. Annotations. Okay, we have it. Tumor is red, I assume. No, hierarchy. Stroma, annotation other, and tumor is red. At least tumor is red. Amazing. Interesting. So now the questions or the hurdles that need to be overcome is storage of data and the compute power, and this is what's going to be solving the compute power problem, right? Camilo, is this it? Is that it?
This is it.
Where's
That's all.
the tower or?
There's just a power cable down here.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, that's all.
That's a mega computer. Do you sell it already? Can you
Absolutely.
Sell it?
You
How
know, you
much
can
is it?
go to our website and order. It retails for about $95,000, and we work with researchers for a research discount if anyone's interested.
Okay. Amazing. Thank you so much. So this is the new generation of computers. Doesn't look crazy, but does crazy things. This is Amanda Coble. She's from Prussia, and she's going to be a guest on my podcast. So there was a partnership between Prussia and Hamamatsu that resulted in a 510K FDA clearance for the combination of the Hamamatsu scanner and Concentric. And Amanda was part of it. How was it?
It was a lot of work.
It was a success. Let's start with
yes.
It was a success because the clearance is already granted.
But yes, it was successful. It was a lot of work. We had amazing clinical results, like some of the best we've seen come out of digital pathology studies. So it's exciting, and we love that now we have, with Hamamatsu and our other partners, an end-to-end solution. So as a customer, you're not having to shop around. We're kind of putting everything together from slide to digital pathology. Right?
And we're going to have a guest from Hamamatsu as well, and we're going to talk about it more in depth in the podcast. I cannot reveal more than that, but thank you so much for letting the Digital Pathology Blazers know about this success. Aiforia booth with Lucas, and he has some updates. Let's talk about this rare event detector. What is it, Lucas?
So it's a new feature that we have within our Clinical Suites platform, and what it allows you to do is to navigate directly to a particular result. So in the past, we would have our model that would analyze your tissue. It would come up with sort of some big picture results, And then if you wanted to get a closer look at them, you could zoom in. Oh, thanks. Yeah. But there's only so much you can learn by doing that. And in things like mitosis, you might want to be able to navigate directly to the most confident results immediately. So here, if we hit this little crosshair button, this is our rare object finder. And you can see when you click it, it brings up the number of mitoses that were in the analysis, and it shows you the first one sorted by confidence. So that's this guy right here. And let's
I would say it's a mitosis, I confirm.
And so let's say you're making your, diagnosis or finding the grading by the number of counts. Let's say you go through 2 or 3 of these. And you say, all right, so all 3 of these are mitoses, and maybe you get up to 10, and then you feel pretty confident in the report that was provided.
Actually doing a good job.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the new feature.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
I'm at Pramana's booth, and Prasanth, how are you today?
I'm very well, how are you?
I'm good. How do you like PathVisions so far?
It's been an interesting show for us. Turnout is a little slow today, but yesterday was busy, and we had a workshop yesterday. It was quite interesting to showcase to people the whole idea of autonomous imaging and what the outcomes are if you do inline QA. And
let's
we
talk
introduced
about
this notion of bringing algorithms to the scanner so that you can save time and cost and make it more secure. So it's been a wonderful event so far. What you're seeing from us this time is we are diligently doing more of the same. We are building in inline QC, we are making our systems more autonomous. Now we are talking about building edge AI into the systems. So the journey continues. It's been a successful year so far, and looking forward to more next year.
How's it going? So my name is Matt Cicchini. I'm a pathologist in London, Ontario, Canada. And I actually have a Grundium in my office, and it's really amazing because I can basically just scan slides right away. And in my office, I have a case. So I just throw it on my Grundium and scan it and use it for all kinds of things, teaching, research, education, image analysis stuff that we do on it. And in fact, I can actually open my Grundium right here from back in Canada. So this is a case that we scanned here. So this is a slide that I'm accessing remotely all the way from back in Canada. So you can see here, this is sitting on my Grundium in my office in Canada. Nice resolution here, all the way down to, we're now at 40x. Nicely you can see the cells, all in focus, all the way across. Then I'm just accessing on my phone all the way from here. So I don't know, super flexible platform, and it's just nice because it sits in my office and I can do lots of cool things with it, and yeah, very happy with my Grundium.
Day 2 is almost over, and interesting conversations today. When it comes to trends, definitely AI, chats, large language model integration into the pathology software, and leveraging large language models for querying electronic health records, different types of reports, radiology data, surgery data, basically all the other information from the patient, using a chat application that can answer your question about the patient, that can maybe monitor if you're putting everything correctly, like all the data. And there have been several partnerships going on. One interesting page AI with PathPresenter. They integrated this chat option and different AI algorithms into PathPresenter. So that was interesting. An emergence of direct-to-digital imaging companies. So obviously MUSE, that does the microscopy with UV surface excitation, but also there are companies that are doing virtual stains of deparaffinized slide, that are making tissue clearing and clearing formalin fixed paraffin embedded tissue. So that would be Applicate, the tissue clearing and 3D imaging. So several of pathologists told me this is the next frontier. This is the next wave. Maybe a couple of years ago it was the AI algorithms. Now AI, this is foundation models. So a model that is doing a lot more things than just detecting and classifying one thing. And then also integration of different AI apps into the viewers where pathologists natively view images and the direct to digital imaging. An interesting thing, I didn't get to go to check the posters, but the posters are digital, so we are definitely in the digital era. There are monitors with posters, so tomorrow I'm gonna go in a poster break and talk to poster authors like I promised you. Let's see what's interesting there. And also, obviously, I was not able to attend all the sessions I wanted to attend, and at the same time talk to all the people I wanted to talk, and talk to all of you, all the Digital Pathology Trailblazers. So I'm very happy that Digital Pathology Association has the option to view the recordings of the lectures. So I'm gonna, after the conference, when I'm done, I'm gonna actually go through the recordings when they're available and then report to you outside of this vlog about the new trends and what's happening in digital pathology. And actually, Google is going to be active in the pathology space. And they showed this one paper, the image search in 2019, when I was the first time, when this was my first time at PathologyVisions, and they showed this paper where they had image retrieval, similar image search, and I was waiting for this to like be integrated, and they've been working behind the scenes on many different things. Obviously, they are at the very forefront of technology, so I'm excited what they're going to talk about. When I talk to pathologists who are not yet digital and are hesitant about going digital, one objection that I hear is, oh, I don't really want to use the mouse for driving digital kilometers of digital slides on the screen. I prefer my microscope. And I just found a tool that actually lets you work with digital slides similar to how you would work with glass slides. It's called the Slide Driver. Let me show it to you. This is it. This little device with different screws. So this lets you zoom in and zoom out on the screen, like switching the objectives. Then you use these two knobs to drive up and down. And then you have these two buttons to go to the next slide. You can also make annotations. So something super similar to what you do on the microscope, and no need to get used to get any like space mouses. This is a device that mimics your current workflow, and this device comes with the Epredia, with different Epredia scanners. And they have a whole suite of scanners, and there's going to be an episode about their fluorescent scanners and the one I just showed you before, their E1000 high throughput bright field scanner. PathVisions is over. This is the last day. I'm already at the airport in Orlando, getting ready to go back home. The highlights of today, obviously, it was super cool to see my sponsors be there and create some content for them. But also I got the chance to record a podcast with John Fukuyama, from the founder of the Asian Society of Digital Pathology. We recorded a podcast with Nick Best from Pathology News and Imogen Fit from Signify Research. So that was fun because we are the three people. I mean, maybe there are more people doing that, but these are my like online and now also offline friends that cover the digital pathology education from different angles. So Nick is very much technology comparison and technology focus. Imogen is business landscape and analyzing the relationships between different vendors and the trends happening there. And I'm education and bringing you into the digital pathology world through video content, through educational content. So it was fun to chat with them and hear their opinions on what are the new trends. Nick had the Meta glasses, so I need to explore that, if that's going to be good for podcasts or creating some videos. This would be amazing. So different trends, obviously AI, integration of large language model, of vision models into the digital pathology software, into the workflow of the pathologist, the emergence of direct to digital with MUSE microscopy and other vendors, virtual stains. So that is something that after my conversation with June, I think might be a way for the developing countries to do a technology leap. So we were talking about what Africa did with telephones, that they never had the telephone lines that we had in Europe or in America, but suddenly when smartphones were available, they started having smartphones and they had access to the telephone without the heavy infrastructure that the other countries used to have the technology earlier. So it may be the direct to digital imaging might be something that those countries will be able to leverage to actually get access to digital pathology. He mentioned how diverse Asia is, that in some countries, or like the Arab countries, 50% of the hospitals are digitized, and in other countries, including Japan, which is a high-tech country, developed country, it's less than 5%. So I'm excited about seeing how the Asian Society of Digital Pathology develops. I had the chance to talk to Norman Zerber from the European Society of Digital Pathology. So we have the European Digital Pathology Association, we have the Asian, which is fantastic. We need a Latin American. Yeah, I think we don't have one, or if we do, I need to read up on that. I totally missed the poster sessions because, well, the posters were digital. I mean, why am I surprised? It's the digital pathology conference, digital pathology visions about digital pathology. But I missed the session, so my main goal of showing the posters, I didn't manage to do that. So my apologies. There's one maybe option that I can get access to those posters when the recordings of the conference are going to be available, which I am planning to go through because I missed a lot of sessions that I wanted to attend. I prioritized talking to people and building relationship and only picked a handful of sessions, but I do want to gain the knowledge from all the speakers. I don't want to miss out on that, so I'll be analyzing and letting you know what the newest developments are. But I totally screwed up on the posters. But now it's time to go home. After a conference is always before a conference, so there's going to be the next one, and my goal is going to be to not miss the posters and let you know what's happening there. If you want to listen to some of my conversations more in depth, they're going to be linked in the cards or in the show notes. I'm going to link to all the podcasts that I recorded during the conference. And I talk to you in the next episode.